Bienvenidos. Welcome. It's so good to talk to all of you, the Club Cascadas de Baja members. I have some exciting news which I am looking forward to telling you about. This is our Silver Jubilee year. In October, it will be 25 years since our very first members joined us in October of 1986. Today, I'm celebrating that by giving you some wonderful news. My sons, our family, have been thinking very seriously about Casa Giddings. We had a meeting with the board of directors and the legacy committee members, and they were ecstatic at the idea that the house would become part of the club. So from that day forward, we started working on our plans as to how to do this, to how to enter into this agreement, which we have, and we're ready to move ahead, and we're very excited about what we're going to do. As I mentioned, we're going to have the Casa Giddings, and we're going to have the villa, which will be on the 3rd level, and the apartment. Casa Giddings will be the 2-story part of the building. And in thinking about how do we name these villas, we obviously thought of the penthouse as similar to Villa Luna, so it will be called Villa Sol. So we have the Estrella, we have the Villa Luna, and we have the Villa Sol. And then in choosing the name for the house rather than Casa Giddings, I discussed this with my family, and they thought it was a lovely idea to call it El Rey. And how we got that name is that when we finished our house, it was in 1987. It was November, it was Thanksgiving, and I wanted to give my husband something very special for what he'd achieved here. And at our Thanksgiving dinner with our whole family and our children and Ed, I gave him this goblet to represent our fulfillment of being able to come to this beautiful, marvelous location and build a house. And then, on the back, I had it inscribed, El Rey, Cabo San Lucas, November 26, 1987. As many of you know, having met Ed years ago, he was a tall, robust gentleman and walked with great determination. And when he'd go on a site in Puerto Vallarta, the workers would say, "Oh, here comes El Rey." So it got to be sort of his nickname, and it fit him very well because he was like a king, and he was certainly a king of his paradise. So we decided to name it El Rey after my husband. This goblet will be in the house as a representation of that wonderful time and the Silver Jubilee, because this is our 1985 is when we broke ground. 1986, our very first members were in their villas in the front phase. And many of you remember that. Many of you were here. I have pictures from you of how isolated we were, sitting on this beautiful beach, just this one marvelous project. So we decided that this is the year, in October, we'll start celebrating the Silver Jubilee, which will be a year celebration for everybody that started in 1986 in October. So we want you to know how much we're looking forward to sharing our home with you. There will be a little bit uncomfortable because there will be noise. We will be building, but we're building for a future. We're building for a wonderful future for the club. And of course, you can talk with Rory and Aida and everyone, and they'll be happy to discuss what we're planning to do. But it's really a great thrill for me to be able to say that the house is going to become part of the club. And thank you very much, all the members, for your wonderful admiration for our resort, and also for your understanding how unique and special this resort is, and how your children will grow up here, and how we'll have something that we'll all enjoy for many years to come. Thank you very much.